It has long been claimed that over the 11 years Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister, there were tensions between her and the late Queen Elizabeth. The fire was in part fueled by a Sunday Times report in 1986 which ran with the headline, "Queen dismayed by uncaring Thatcher." The article claimed the Queen found Thatcher confrontational and socially divisive, leaving Mrs. Thatcher, who became leader in 1979, distraught. It was reported that the monarch, who long strived to stay out of politics, had disagreed with Britain's first female leader refusing to impose sanctions on apartheid South Africa. But the Queen took matters into her own hands and sought to make amends directly, according to Mrs. Thatcher's biographer, the journalist Charles Moore. The Crown's Gillian Anderson blasts rumours she forced rewrite Lord Moore, writing in his 2015 biography, Margaret Thatcher, the authorised biography Volume 2, explained that Thatcher was desperately hurt by the report. Part of the piece read, "The Queen considers the Prime Minister's approach often to be uncaring, confrontational and socially divisive." The Conservative leader was reportedly worried about what the consequences of the story would be, saying, "Those little old ladies will say Mrs. Thatcher is upsetting the Queen. I'll lose votes." Buckingham Palace was quick to respond to the story, releasing a statement which dismissed the report. It said the monarch enjoys a relationship of the closest confidentiality with Mrs. Thatcher, and reports purporting to be the Queen's opinion of government policies are entirely without foundation. Don't miss: Prince George's birth was shared with Queen Elizabeth II in unexpected way. Report, Queen Elizabeth's stinging remark about Princess Kate's luxury life. Analysis, Prince George may have no choice but to join military as it's expected. Insight, but the Queen also took matters into her own hands and sought to make amends by picking up the phone and personally calling the Prime Minister. The Queen's private secretary Sir William Heseltine advised the sovereign to call Mrs. Thatcher directly at the Prime Minister's official country house, Chequers. Sir William recounts that Thatcher and the Queen had an amicable conversation with Thatcher, adding that she could not imagine how the story came to be circulated with it bearing no relation to the truth. Lord Moore's book claims that it was the Queen's former press secretary Michael Shea behind the Sunday Times' story. However, the paper at the time said the report was based on several briefings by the Queen's advisers, who were fully aware it would be published. Although it has been widely reported that their weekly audiences were awkward, it appears there was mutual respect between the pair, with Mrs. Thatcher being in awe of the Queen as a monarchist, according to Lord Moore. In 1995, after Mrs. Thatcher was no longer in power, the Queen ordered her the Order of the Garter and the Order of Merit. And in 2013, the Queen attended Mrs. Thatcher's funeral at St Paul's, London.